The Punic Wars, involving three major conflicts between Rome and Carthage, stretched over more than 100 years, from 264 BC to 146 BC. The First Punic War started the long battle for dominance between Rome and Carthage, two growing powers in the Mediterranean. The war began over who would control Sicily, marking Rome's first major step outside the Italian peninsula into the wider Mediterranean region. Rome was initially not as skilled in naval battles as Carthage, which had a strong and experienced navy. But Rome's cleverness quickly changed the situation. They created the corvus, an innovative boarding device that turned sea battles into something like land fights. This played to Rome's strength in close combat. The corvus let Roman soldiers get onto enemy ships and fight Carthaginian sailors and soldiers up close, balancing out Carthage's naval advantage. The turning point was at the Battle of the Aegates Islands in 241 BC. The Roman navy, now skilled in naval warfare, surprised the Carthaginian fleet, which was heavily loaded with supplies. This major win ended Carthage's dominance at sea. Carthage, struggling with internal issues and unable to keep up the fight, asked for peace. The peace terms were tough. Carthage lost Sicily and had to pay Rome a large sum of money, weakening its economy and military strength. Hannibal, a Carthaginian leader, boldly took his troops from Spain, over the Pyrenees and Alps, right into Italy. His use of war elephants in this impressive journey is legendary and shows his daring approach. In Italy, Hannibal skillfully won several battles, especially at Cannae. There, he and his smaller army surrounded and defeated a much bigger Roman force. This brilliant tactic shocked Rome and challenged its military power like never before. But Rome, led strategically by Scipio Africanus, showed great resilience. Scipio's knowledge of Carthaginian tactics and his ability to change Roman strategies were key in turning the war around. The biggest battle was at Zama, near Carthage. Scipio outsmarted Hannibal there, leading to a major Roman victory. Carthage had to agree to harsh surrender terms, including paying a lot of money and limiting its military. By this time, Carthage was much weaker and restricted by the peace terms from the last war. It wasn't much of a threat to Rome. Still, the Romans besieged Carthage, determined to completely destroy their old rival. The Carthaginians, led by Hasdrubal, fought bravely and managed to resist the Romans for 3 years under tough conditions. In 146 BC, Rome broke through Carthage's defenses. The city was systematically destroyed, and its civilization was wiped out. Tens of thousands of survivors were enslaved. Carthage's downfall led to its land becoming the Roman province of Africa. The Punic Wars greatly influenced the ancient Mediterranean world, making Rome the leading power. These conflicts showed the development of military tactics, Rome's perseverance, and the strategic skills of Carthaginian leaders. Imagine being one of the most powerful leaders in history, commanding legions and conquering lands. That's Julius Caesar for you. But even the mighty can fall prey to the unexpected. One day, as Caesar sailed across the Aegean Sea, he was ambushed by pirates. Now, most captives would tremble in fear, but not Caesar. He stood tall, exuding confidence, boldly declaring that once he was released, he would crucify them all. The audacity! Little did these pirates know that they had just captured a force to be reckoned with. Caesar's captors were astounded by his audacious demands for better food and treatment, almost treating them as his personal subjects. He even wrote poetry and recited it to his captors, demanding their applause. It was as if he was the one in control. And when the ransom was finally paid and Caesar was freed, he kept his promise. He hunted down those pirates, crucified them, and reclaimed his honor. It's a tale of arrogance, captivity, and triumphant revenge. A reminder that even the mightiest can be humbled, but also rise again.